we have some really good news for Boosteroid. The stream stats are now available to see in the Mac application as well as the Windows application. And this shows you your network statistics. If you hold your escape button and then you click on Show Advanced Info, now you can see here Show Statistics is an option. This is now an option in the latest Boosteroid update since 1.5.3. So make sure you grab the Boosteroid update. So now you can see we have this information, which is going to be really helpful. We have bitrate, so you can see it's hovering around 23 to 24. Stream FPS should usually be 60. Decoded FPS should be 60, and your latency, which depends how far away you are from the server. I think this is the France server I'm connecting to. So you can see I have 20 milliseconds of latency, which isn't too bad. It's within the recommended amount. And you can see my bitrate is very stable. No issues there. The stream quality is stable. You can also see in my options, I'm on the NVIDIA Grid GTX P4012 GPU. And you can also see if you have any stutters, then you can check your stream FPS and check if that's fluctuating. Right now you can see the stream quality is very smooth. There's no stutters that I can tell from watching this. And having the network statistics available on Boosteroid is such a huge quality of life upgrade, because it means you can diagnose any issues more easily. It means that you can tell if it's your actual network with Boosteroid that is having problems, or if it's something else, like it could be just your computer itself is stuttering, or you don't have the GPU power to run Boosteroid. But this way you know that it's your network if you have any problems. So it's really helpful, and I like how small they've made the statistics bubble. It's not a massive part of the UI, so it's very small. It doesn't get in the way, and you can check your statistics. I really like it like this. Doesn't show you too many complicated stats that you won't understand. It just shows you what you really need to know. The only other thing could be maybe to show packet loss and frame loss. Those things can be quite important to see, but overall, the bitrate and the latency is especially very important, and the stream FPS is also important. But with the bitrate, you know if you have sufficient bandwidth to run Boosteroid and have a good quality session. And latency is very important to know if you'll be able to have a session quality that doesn't have too much input lag. You always want below 20 milliseconds if you're playing in FPS especially. And yeah, this is such a huge step in the right direction. It's really nice to see Boosteroid getting these upgrades. And Boosteroid also got some new games. It's coming to the service soon. I did make a video on the new games that came previously, and it's also getting some new games very shortly. In the next week, I believe Wednesday is when the update. But yeah, the new games look pretty interesting. I'll do another video which goes into them. But you can see the stream quality here is very good. No real stuttering. The bitrate is sufficient, so you don't get too many artifacting. That was a problem with Stadia's free tier. When you were on Stadia, you could tell that it was being streamed because the quality was really bad. You don't have that problem with Boosteroid because you get the 24 megabits per second, which is more than enough to have a nice quality of stream. And remember, this is on my MacBook as well, so this is on the macOS application. You also get these statistics as well on there, because previously you could actually see statistics on the Windows application, but you had to use a special shortcut, and it wasn't really very clear what number meant what. So now you have the much more clear indication of each of the numbers. And I believe this should be also on the Windows application. I haven't tested the Windows one. This is on the Mac application. So if you're on a Mac, then you will be prompted to update your application to 1.5.3. I think the previous one was 1.5.1. It has some other bug fixes and things as well, like improved stability, network stability, and improved some of the bugs with like searching for things. So overall, I'm very happy to see Boosteroid is continuing to make these updates. It's a small update, but it's really has a very big impact on how you use Boosteroid, and you'll be able to use it to the maximum potential, because you can know if your network is suffering. And one tip I can give everyone is always connect with Ethernet when you're playing on the cloud. You always want to use an Ethernet cable, and you want to have a fiber optic connection. Nowadays, fiber optic is quite commonplace, especially here in the UK. Fiber optic is very cheaply available, but there are still some places that don't have access to fiber optic, so that's still an issue for some people, unfortunately. But if you have the opportunity to upgrade to fiber, then I 100% recommend doing it. It's well worth the price. But thanks for watching the video. This was just a quick update for Boosteroid, and we'll be back with more news in another video soon. Thanks for watching.